Okay, so first spokes are in, not glued or anything, but just in a tryout, and it is still looking very much still like a wonky loo roll. However, yeah, you can't get the effect with the zigzaggy cardboard in the bottom. However, that's pretty much the pattern. These need to be angled here at 30 degrees, and I will do that because it gives a very particular effect. But the cardboard seems strong. It's going to have to be strong because obviously it's strong. Some come from the top angled down, and some come from the bottom up, and they go through each other into this top of the rim here. And then there'll be another layer that comes out and goes down there, which I haven't done yet because I don't have exact measurements, so I'm going to have to wing it, and I don't want them to get in the way of the spokes. It's going to have to be strong because the spokes are actually going to be holding the weight of this. I'm going to make that as light as possible, the actual fabric part of the hat, but it needs to support that weight. So yeah, it can't break the cardboard or droop or shift. It needs to be rigid. So we'll see. I have absolutely no idea at this point. I am winging it. On the good news front though, I've realised even on the long ones, I'm going to be cutting off a good deal of the metal. I'm worried about the weight. And the little ones down here, well, are really very short. So cutting off more than half the weight there, because it's got a loop at the end for when you're doing your cooking. So that at least is reassuring. Yeah, I look forward to doing that, she says. I work out how to bend them. I've seen a film of them really doing them, and they have a vise and bend them all to 30 degrees in about 3 seconds flat. I actually have no big vise here, and I've had no molds whatsoever. So we're very much going for the effect. I also don't have precise measurements of anything really. I'm doing it by eye. So this, which tops the whole thing, I think that's too high. I think that's too high. However, they do stick out a long way. Oh, that looks rubbish like that. I might remake those wing parts, and they need to point upwards, which they're not pointing at the moment. I think it very much looks as though that the spokes come out from under this part. There will be one more layer to make it look, it's kind of a big chunky thing, to make it look very substantial, something that's kind of symmetrical with that under there. And I'm thinking that will also make it stable to hold it onto there, though it's not taking any stress. So the stress points are obviously going to be where the spokes go through. We've got a lot of holes next to each other in a line, as I will also around this rim here. So I don't know. I'm going to wing it engineering style as I go along. I need to bend the spokes, measure out this. This is just marked up. I had fun with that. I do love calipers. They're a great tool. Worked out how to put 18 holes around here, 18 around the bottom, and they're out very sensibly out of line with each other there. You've got 2 rows of 9. And then around the edge the same. What was I going to say? I'm getting very tired. It's now 1:05 in the morning because I never get to start till about 10 p.m, which kind of suits me and kind of doesn't. I tend to lose my voice this time of night. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I was saying I'm going to move this down. And yes, what to do for strengthening here. Actually, that there should really come out to be a bit fatter. So I might use these as the background ones, and then put more layers of card over here and poke them through. Actually, it's not going to work that way around, is it? I'm thinking out loud as I go along here. As you can see, this is not a tutorial. Don't try this at home. This is mad things that I try late at night that you can watch if you want to. Right, I'm going to go get some sleep and we'll carry on tomorrow. Next week I should get a bit of time in the daytime, which would help my brain probably. Anyway, the good thing this week, I've had a mini triumph, which is I've learned how to say I produce hats in Arabic. So I'll leave you with that. It is Ana Besenia El Kuba. Ana Besenia El Kuba. And that's a lot of fun to say. So, nighty night.